On September 18th, 2017, Hurricane Maria started the day as a mild Category 1 hurricane. By the evening, when it struck Dominica, it was one of the most powerful Category 5 storms to ever directly impact land. The island was devastated. Entire buildings, like this one, seen in Castle Comfort, were washed away. Boulders and trees, raining down through 365 rivers on the small island, were merciless. The people were unprepared for what they faced that evening as this massive storm rushed through valleys like the Czech Hall Valley, washing away homes and, unfortunately, lives. The Bridgewood Church of Christ has been involved with Dominica for almost 4 decades. And we witnessed firsthand the destruction of the island. 90% of the structures were left heavily damaged, many without roofs, all with flood damage. The damage was unlike anything we had ever seen before.
When I came back, the entire door was ripped off. Wind was coming through, so I had to secure that door. We went upstairs. There was so much water coming in that we had no choice but to go in one room, eldest daughter's room, Shadila. That's where we took refuge. And they were, everybody was crying, screaming, and I just had to be brave for them. And we went into the room. We sat down on the mattress on the floor, and I said to them, I have done all I could, and the rest is in God's hands. So if we die tonight, we die as a family. But let's trust in God. I know y'all are scared, but let's transfer that fear into trusting God, and we pulled out of some book and our Bibles, and we began singing.
Maria, September 18th. That was the hardest moment in my life. The water, the wind, it was terrifying. I had to run for shelter in our middle room. Windows were just bust, doors wide open, and a lot of rain, water just coming in. And the noise was very awful. We swear say it was a baby crying, the sound, and then there was a time that I gave up. Because it seems that there was nowhere to shelter. So that was the most terrifying moment in my life. I went through Hurricane David. I saw Erica, but Maria was the worst.
What you heard from Elijah and from Joe is just a sample of the stories of survival that we heard while we were in Dominica. Maria was a brutal storm. It is our opinion that it will be years before the island returns to any state of normalcy. It appears that most of the island could be without electricity for at least a year. It is our purpose as a church to help rebuild the Massac Church of Christ, a church building that our congregation built and put a roof on just a few years ago. The men have sought advice from a structural engineer, and we have a solid plan for helping the congregation rebuild their church building so they can be an active part of the community there in Massac. We also had the opportunity to visit the remote community of Good Hope, where Brother Edward Garraway ministers to the congregation there. This small area was heavily damaged, and the foundation that you can see is where the church building once stood. We would like to help our brothers and sisters in Good Hope rebuild their small building so that they can once again join together to worship God. What we did see among all of the damage was a positive spirit of perseverance that could not be missed. The people of Dominica are strong. They will pick up and clean up from the damage. They will rebuild homes and lives. All around us, we saw the evidence of hope, the promise of God, and construction, progress being made on the island. We hope that you'll join with us in helping our brothers and sisters in Massac and in Good Hope as they rebuild their church buildings, their lives, and their communities.